Although the Episode 9 panel was officially confirmed last week for Celebration next month, it appears there are also a few rumors flying around regarding the films that will follow the ending of the Skywalker saga this December. This one has been picked up by a number of sources as of last night, and since it's practically 100% on point with my wish list for the upcoming trilogies, I thought that it was too good to pass up and needed to be discussed, especially knowing that I'm not alone in my hopes for some Old Republic era Star Wars material within the current canon. I'll start by mentioning that this one falls squarely under the heading of rumor, so we'll have to take it for what it's worth at the moment. But the rumor originates from the website Star Wars Newsnet, and I'll be sure to put a link in the description. According to a source that has worked on every film since the franchise was acquired by Disney, the first movie from the Game of Thrones showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss is going to be set during the Old Republic. Further, this is part of Disney's desire to begin opening up the Old Republic timeline and attempt to appeal to an audience similar to that of Game of Thrones. Although this is still just a rumor, it is in line with the announcement from Lucasfilm about a year ago that these Benioff and Weiss movies will not be tied to the Skywalker saga, and will utilize their talents in building upon a richness in mythology. In terms of the timeline itself, the source noted that the project was looking at something hundreds of years before the prequel trilogy. The other interesting part of the rumor was the mention that the art department for the film was already in the design phase as the script was approaching completion, making it possible for filming to begin this fall. Again, recognizing that this is still just a rumor, I would be pleasantly surprised to find that the project is happening quicker than I anticipated. Given the pullback from films that was announced last fall, I assume that we might be looking at these upcoming films being released in 2021. But if filming begins this year, there's a real possibility for the first Benioff and Weiss Star Wars film to be released next year in 2020. With the new Rian Johnson trilogy not being a likely candidate to touch on the Old Republic era, I've made no attempt to hide my hopes that the Benioff and Weiss films are the first substantive work to go there on the big screen. If the idea is to tap into the mythology and to open up the Star Wars timeline for other materials, then the Old Republic is clearly the best era to begin working in. I know some would be disappointed with only going back in the hundreds of years rather than thousands, but personally, I'm really hoping this is just another step closer to getting the story of Darth Bane depicted in these films. If the rumors are true, and the idea is to have a project where Star Wars meets Lord of the Rings and appeals to a Game of Thrones style of audience, in my humble opinion, there's nothing that a good 7th Battle of Ruusan, the Rise of the Sith Rule of Two era under Darth Bane, and the culmination of the new Sith Wars can't fix. But that's just my opinion on the matter. Let me know what you think about the possibility of Old Republic era films down in the comments section below. Thank you for watching everyone, and as always, may the Force be with you.